Now question number 2.34, very simple question. Vapor pressure of the water at 293 Kelvin is 17.535 millimeter of Hg. Calculate the vapor pressure of the water at 293 Kelvin when 25 gram of glucose is dissolved in 450 gram of water. Very simple question of Raoult's law. See, vapor pressure of water is 293 at 293 Kelvin is 17.535 millimeter Hg. Millimeter Hg is the unit of to measure the pressure. Now water is a solvent here. So according to Raoult's law for non-volatile solute, that you know, P naught minus P upon P naught is equal to W2 into M1 upon M2 into W1. So P naught is equal to 17.535. Why? It is a pure solvent. Minus P, that is the solution. For the solution we want to find. See, calculate the vapor pressure of the water when glucose is dissolved. That means we want to find the vapor pressure after making a solution. So according to Raoult's law, pure water pressure, that is 17.535 minus P 17.535. W2 is equal to 25, M1 is equal to 18 molecular mass of water, M2 is equal to 180, that is the glucose, here weight of the glucose, and here molecular mass of the glucose, and it is 18 upon 450. So after calculation we will get P is equal to 17.44 bar. Very simple question of Raoult's law, but it is important. Now 2.35, Henry's law. Henry's law constant for the molality of the methane in benzene is 298 Kelvin. At 298 Kelvin is 4.27 into 10 power 5 millimeter Hg. Calculate the solubility of methane in benzene at 298 Kelvin under 760 millimeter Hg. Now see, here Henry's constant is given 4.27 into 10 power 5 millimeter Hg. Pressure is given 766 millimeter Hg. Simple question of Henry's law. We know the Henry's law is P is proportional to X. P is proportional to X mole fraction solubility. So we will get the formula P is equal to KH into X. So we want to find the solubility, that is X is equal to P upon KH. So after calculation, substitute this value, you will get the answer X is equal to 178 into 10 power minus 5. You have to substitute the values of pressure and KH. Okay. Now question number 2.36. 100 gram of liquid A, molecular mass 140, was dissolved in 1000 gram of liquid B, molecular mass is 180. The vapor pressure of pure liquid B was found to be 500 torr. Torr is unit of pressure. Calculate the vapor pressure of pure liquid A and its vapor pressure in the solution if the total vapor pressure of the solution is 475 torr. Now see, why I am reading the question, otherwise I can start directly also, because I want to confirm that with me you are also reading the question and you are understanding the question. So now see, here two components are given. That is component A and component B, liquid A and liquid B. Weight of the liquid, that is given 100 gram, molecular mass 140. Here it is given 1000 gram and molecular mass is 180. The vapor pressure of the liquid B was found to be 500 torr. Vapor pressure of 500, that is vapor pressure of B, that is given PB is equal to 500 torr, and total vapor pressure 475 is also given. Now again this is the question of Raoult's law. Okay, so Raoult's law, see, because two components are given, that means it is both are non-volatile. In the above question, see, vapor pressure of the water and glucose. So we know that glucose is non-volatile solute. That's why we have applied the formula of Raoult's law for non-volatile solute. Here two liquids are given. That means it suggests that we have to apply here Raoult's law for volatile liquids. Now the formula for the volatile liquid is PaXA plus PP naught XB. Here see, total pressure is given. Pa naught we want to find. XA, that we will find by the method. Pb naught, that is 500 gram, that is given in the question. XB is the mole fraction, that we will find. So I am explaining the target. Now see, total pressure is 475 torr. So first of all, for component A and B, we will do this calculation according to 11th class. First of all, we will find the moles of both the components. What is the formula? W upon M. So 100 upon 140, that is 0.714. 1000 upon 180, that is 5.555. Now if we want to find the calculation mole fraction of component A, the formula is its mole upon total mole. Its mole is 714 upon total mole, that means this two. So we will get the mole fraction for the XA. Okay, and I am not going in the detail because you know in the 11th class how to find the mole fraction. XB is equal to 5.555, 0.714 plus 5.55. So XB mole fraction is 0.886. Just substitute here again. Total pressure is equal to Pa naught XA plus Pb naught XB. So 475. Pa naught not given, that we want to find, that is given in the question. See, calculate the vapor pressure of liquid A, that is given in the question. XA we got here. Pb naught, that is given in the question. That means Pa here we have to find. Pb naught, that is 500. XB is equal to 0.886. By doing this calculation, you will get Pa is equal to 280.7 torr. Okay, so now 287 torr. Okay, now see, let me explain again. PT, that is the formula for the Raoult's law for volatile liquids. PT is given 474. Pa naught we want to find. Okay, so now 0.114 is a mole fraction. Pb naught, that is given in the question. XB is equal to 0.886. So now according to the formula, 475, Pa naught 0.114 and 443. After doing this calculation, we will get Pa naught is equal to 280.7 torr. But our target is not to find Pa naught. Our target is to find Pa, that is a P. What is, okay, now again check the videos. What is the difference between Pa naught and Pa? Pa naught, that means the vapor pressure of pure solvent. And what is Pa? Vapor pressure of the component A, but it is in the mixture. Contribution of the component A in the solution, and Pa naught is the without mixing condition. So according to Dalton's law, Pa is equal to Pa naught XA, or Raoult's law. So Pa naught is 280.7, XA is equal to 0.114. So finally we got answer. Pa is equal to 32 torr.